Over 13,000 subscribers on YouTube, a massive following on TikTok, and thousands of raving fans within her niche. Yup, that's someone we brought on as our first guest on this podcast. You definitely don't want to miss this episode. We spoke with a very dear friend of mine from the city of Toronto, where I live too, Kiru from Kiru's Corner YouTube channel. What an inspiring conversation it was, guys. We spoke about, how to get to where she is today, how she's using YouTube and TikTok together to grow her influence, how she's leveraging the extra time that she has on her hand due to COVID-19 by creating so much more content, and how she makes money and so much other cool stuff that you definitely don't want to miss. So make sure you watch, you listen to the whole episode, and stay tuned. Now, before I begin, I want to get a few things out of the way. Currently, we are open to a show sponsor. So if anyone or any brand listening to this podcast believes in what we do and is interested in sponsoring this show, please email us at RepublicOfCreatorsMedia@gmail.com. I do want to give a quick shout out to TubeBuddy. They're not sponsoring this content yet, but TubeBuddy is a free YouTube tool. It's a browser extension as well as an application that I use myself to grow my own YouTube channel. I use many features of TubeBuddy, but my favorite one is the A/B testing of thumbnails. Honestly, I do not know how I would have gotten almost 250,000 subscribers on my channel, The Savvy BG Show, if I didn't use it. So if you're a YouTuber and not using TubeBuddy yet, click on the link in the show notes to download the tool for free, or simply type www.tubebuddy.com/ROC. It's free, but if you decide to use one of their paid versions, you can use ROC Buddy, Rock Buddy, and get a discount of 20% per month. You can also visit our website, RepublicOfCreators.com, and download our free copy of YouTube Success Checklist, a step-by-step guide to skyrocket your YouTube channel. With all that out of our way, creators, this is your host Sabby BG, and I welcome you to be a part of the Republic of Creators clan. Let's begin the show. Hello, creative citizens. Welcome to Republic of Creators, a unique podcast where we bring on some of the most successful YouTube and video content creators from across the globe to share their secret sauce to success on YouTube and other video platforms. In this episode, we have Kiru. Kiru has been a content creator for over 7 years on YouTube. She makes videos about social and everyday issues, something to make people laugh and leave with some food for thought. She's now also making entertainment videos on TikTok. And Kiru, I was watching one of your TikTok videos that actually got prompted to me. We were not even connected on TikTok. It got prompted to me and I saw that, and by the time I saw that, it already had 1 million views. So congratulations on that. But first of all, how are you doing, Kiru?
Thank you so much. I am doing fantastic. I honestly think that quarantine was the best thing to happen to me and to all creators around the world, because we get to sit at home and we don't have to go anywhere. We can actually make content and focus on that content. I mean, it sucks for the people that are working from home, but luckily for me, my job doesn't entail me to take work home, so I'm just sitting at home. My work pays me, and I'm making content. It's a great life.
Amazing. I'm doing something very similar as well. I mean, I do YouTube full time, so obviously, I'm able to. A lot didn't change for me, but just the fact that I can't go and do what I normally do, which is my street interviews, it's hurting me as well. So let's start with. Let's start with your beginning, Kiru. How did you get started? Give us sort of like a quick snapshot of everything from the beginning to where you are today.
Okay, sounds good. So it started off as a Facebook page, believe it or not, and because the thing is, like, everyone comes to me with their issues. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a good listener. Maybe, people think, this girl doesn't have anything better to do. Let's just talk to her about her problems. I don't know what it is, but everyone always talks to me about their problems, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be here for you. I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, and hopefully you take something out of it and make a difference in your life. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, I want to help more people and not just my circle of friends. And so I started a Facebook page called Ask Kiru, and that's how it all started. And people didn't really take it seriously. People were making fun of it and making it a big joke and whatnot. So I was like, okay, you know what? I still want to help people, and that's the purpose of it. So let me see what's the next best idea, next best platform for me to do this. And at that time, this was 7 years ago, everyone was on YouTube. And so I was like, all right, you know what? Everyone's on YouTube, everyone's watching videos. No one wants to read anything anymore anyways. So I'm going to start making videos and just give people answers. and that's how Ask Kiru started. And then a few years down the road, I just rebranded to Kiru's Corner because it wasn't just giving advice to people. It was like a little bit about life and a little of everything. And I wanted to do more skits and whatnot, so I changed it to Kiru's Corner.
Amazing. I know that you started with being on Facebook, and then you have a YouTube channel, and then now you have a TikTok. Can you give us a quick snapshot of all the platforms you're on and what you're doing there?
So I think it's really important as a content creator to be on multiple platforms because you don't have the same viewers on every single platform. Those that are on Facebook are not on YouTube or might not be on TikTok or on Instagram. So it's very important for you to maximize all the viewers that you can get and the different kind of content that you're creating. So the things that I post on Facebook, mostly on my page, are things that I post on my YouTube. But on TikTok, it's going to be completely different. On Instagram, it's a little bit different. So on Instagram, I post more like teasers and posters of my YouTube videos because you want those views on YouTube and not on Instagram. So I make sure that I put like snippets of the very like exciting parts of my YouTube videos, and so people are more inclined to go onto YouTube and watch the full video. And on TikTok, I don't post a lot of my YouTube stuff at all. I posted like, I think, maybe 1 or 2 videos so far, but mostly I follow TikTok's ways of increasing viewers, right? So on TikTok, you're just doing dances, you're doing singing, you're doing random movie dialogues, you're just lip syncing to a bunch of stuff, you're just being really silly and having fun. And people don't want to see like big skits or, you know, short films, like made things. It's like all like in the moment, in your house, or, you know, on the street or whatever. Like that's the kind of videos people want to see. So you don't want to put a lot of your YouTube content on that. But I do combine them, of course. Like I have on my TikTok, I have my Instagram and YouTube link there, so that hopefully people that watch me on TikTok and be entertained, hopefully be entertained, they would follow me on Instagram and YouTube. And I have been seeing a lot more increases from there, so it's been really helpful.
So you're in so many different platforms, and you know, all these platforms, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, they do desire continuous uploads. With that, you know, I'm going to ask you a question about time management. Like, how do you manage your time? Because this is one of the, you know, this is one of the reasons that I hear a lot of content creators give as one of their challenge, which is they don't have enough time. So how do you manage your time?
So before this whole quarantine, I did have a full-time job, and so it was really, really hard. I've got to say, it was really hard to create content. But when I started this 7 years ago, I was still in school, so it was a little bit more easier. And I only posted videos every Sundays. So what I would do is I would have an idea in my mind. I would think about it over the week and how I want to present it, what do I want to say. So I would jot down all my notes and whatnot. And once you have that little skeleton going for you, because I hate writing scripts for my rants, because like it won't be natural if you're writing a script, right? So I would have jot notes of like things that I want to say, and then on Sundays I would dedicate it towards YouTube alone, and I would just film, edit, publish all on the same day. And now that quarantine's here, it's been a lot easier because you have more time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't have a lot of time because I have a lot of kids in the house and they need all my time. And it's been really, really tough to make YouTube videos. And that's why I kind of moved on to TikTok, because TikTok, the audio is already there. I'm just lip syncing to a lot of stuff, or I'm dancing to a lot of stuff. So it doesn't require a lot of quiet space or, you know, like non-disturbances and stuff. So it's been a lot easier to make TikTok videos. And I think a lot of people are, you know, they're responsible adults, like I should be, and they're actually, you know, they have to cook, they have to clean, they have to do a bunch of stuff. And luckily for me, I'm a little bit spoiled. Okay, I may be a lot more spoiled than I would expect. My parents, they make my breakfast, they make my lunch, they do my laundry. I am so embarrassed to say all this. I know I should be doing it. I'm old enough to be able to do all my own responsibilities, but that is how, you know, I have more time to make my content, because a lot of the other responsibilities are taken over by my parents or my family.
No, I think that's okay. I mean, as a popular YouTuber, you get a few leverages from your family, right? So
yeah, they've
take
been very
it till you have
supportive.
it. I want to ask you a question about monetization, right? I hear a lot of people that get on YouTube and they keep talking about, oh, I'm waiting for YouTube to include me in the partners program. How do I make money? Tell us a little bit about how do you monetize your content, or how do you plan to monetize your content? Are you doing this full-time, part-time? Do you want to do this full-time? Tell us a little bit about, you know, the money side of your content.
Yeah, To be honest, when I first started this, I just wanted to help people and I wanted to fulfill my dream of becoming an actress. And I'm like, okay, if you're not giving me a spot at your table, I'm going to build my own table. And that's what YouTube was all about for me. I just wanted to create content. I wanted to act. I wanted to, put myself out there. And that's really what I was focusing on. And money wasn't a focus at all. But then after you start and after you continuously make content and people are seeing that, people start reaching out to you. A lot of third parties reached out to me. And that's something that I didn't realize before. I didn't really do my research before. And when someone reached out, I was like, oh, cool, you want to give me money? All right, awesome, let's do this. And I joined with like third party organizations, which was taking about 40% of my pay, which kind of sucks because a lot of them are 60-40. Some of them might be like 30-70, if anything, but like a lot of them are 60-40. So I didn't know better at that time and I took it. And it increased my views, it increased my followers for sure, because they do push your content out a little bit more. But at the same time, I wasn't making all the money that I should be getting because it's my content, right? But eventually, I joined up with just Google, with just YouTube, and partnered with YouTube, and now I get 100% of my pay. But before that, it was like a little bit of an iffy spot. So make sure that you're doing your research before you go off and sign off with any third party.
And was that called an MCN? Is that the term that you would use for the partner that you were working with in your early YouTube days?
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
So with that, would you advise new content creators who are prospected by these MCNs to do some research and go with them, or do you suggest that you should stay away from them as much as you can? Like, what's been your experience working with an MCN? Would you go back again or not?
I don't think I'd go back, but as a new YouTuber, I think it helped me because they helped me push my content out and they got me new followers and stuff. Or I don't know if it was that or if it was, my content itself was just reaching to other people. I'm not sure what it was, but it seemed like they helped me a lot. And in the beginning, when YouTube wasn't partnering with me, these people were helpful in order to like get me more ads and get me paid and whatnot. But I wouldn't advise it for like bigger. As you're growing, I would say stick to YouTube partnership only.
If you had a sister or a younger brother who's starting on YouTube, and you could only give them one advice, that if you could go back, you would apply it to yourself, or you would just give an advice to somebody that's starting out new that you think would be the most beneficial. What would that one piece of advice be?
Ooh, one piece, man, you're making it really tough for me. One piece, I think, find your niche before you start. Because people are going to come on your channel for a single purpose, whether it's to hear you sing, to hear you play the piano, to hear your jokes, or to see you cook, whatever it is, find one thing that you're really good at and stick to that. Because what I did was I was kind of exploring in the beginning because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was doing skits, I was doing rants, I was doing like daily vlogs and whatnot. But like for me, it fits because now I started daily vlogs just because like people follow me and they know me as a person. They want to know more about my life, and so daily vlogs work for me. But if you want to be a content creator and you want to make music, then stick to just music and don't mix it all up with a whole bunch of stuff. Like stick to one thing, and that's where people will keep coming back to your channel. Reoccurring audience will come back because they know they can watch one specific thing on your channel.
Yeah, I think that is epic, and for that you get a clap. Okay.
Thank you.
As a content creator, Kiru, what do you think would be your strengths and your weaknesses?
My strengths, I think, I don't want to like toot my own horn here, but I think I am creative and I think I bring like brand new ideas, and I hate doing things that everyone else is doing. I want to be able to do my own thing, and even if I am doing something that everyone else is doing, I want to be able to put my own touch into it just to make it different, because people are seeing the same thing everywhere, right? So want to make it a little bit different. So I think that's what my strength would be. My weakness would be that when I have an idea, I need to do it immediately, or else I lose focus, I lose interest in doing it. And so that's my weakness, because like sometimes you need to build on this idea, right? Like even though I get it right now, you want to be able to like hold it for a few days, talk to a few people, get some feedback and stuff, and then shoot it. And then you have like a much more clear idea of what you're doing. But my weakness is like I think of something like, oh, I get so excited, I'm like, I need to do this right now, or I lose momentum and then I lose interest and I won't do the video anymore. So that's something that I need to work on.
Okay, I want to ask you something really related to that. So what does your content creation process look like? How do you come up with ideas, and then how do you prepare for them, and how do you execute them? Do you keep certain days of a week where you're going to create content? Do you batch them out? Give us a sort of like an insight into your creative process.
Yeah, so I think I touched on this a little bit earlier, but Usually I get ideas randomly, completely randomly. Like you'd just be sitting there and just some idea would pop up. You'd just be watching something, an idea would pop up. A lot of my past videos, it came when I was sitting on the bus or on the train and I'm watching people and watching people do stuff. People watching is the best thing for content creators because you can learn so much and you can get so many creative ideas just by people watching. I think that's where I got a lot of my videos, and then I get the idea and then I work on it in my head for like a week, and I'll like jot my notes down. I'll write down like, well, what do I want to say? What are the most important parts about this stuff that I want to talk about? And then just try to make it, funny. And but you want to make it authentic as well. So when I go and on Sundays is I dedicate to YouTube. So when I go on Sundays and start recording, I'll just start, just talking. And then when I edit, I'll take out the stuff that I don't like, and I'll add some stuff and whatever, and then edit and post all on Sundays.
Fantastic, fantastic. With that, Kiru, I want to ask you a question, which is, what does Kiru watches on YouTube? I know your favorite channel is the Savvy BG Show. You haven't missed a single show since it started.
Obviously.
I know that. But apart from the Savvy BG Show, would you say you have three other favorite YouTube channels that you watch a lot?
I do. I love the community channel. Natalie is hilarious. I love her videos, and she does a
amazing.
phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I also love the Wong Fu Productions.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. They were amazing. They're amazing. They make great skits. Yeah, and they have like great stories and stuff. Yeah. And I used to watch Niga Higa. I don't think he makes videos anymore, but he was also
I think he does. It's just that if you have stopped watching his video, I think he took a little bit of a break in between.
Okay, gotcha.
He's definitely back. But I recently went to one of his videos, and I must say, even the most recent videos are as funny as they were like 10 years ago.
Amazing.
It's just that he's not out there too much, because there's just so many other absolutely amazing creators.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. But those three are my top.
Okay.
Aside from Savvy B, obviously.
So, yeah, the Savvy BG Show, you mean?
Of course.
Of course. So tell me this, do you ever check your analytics? And if you do, what sort of things that you pay most attention to when you're looking into your YouTube analytics? As a matter of fact, even your TikTok analytics, what do you sort of focus on?
I'm mostly focused on the gender and the demographic, like the age and then where they're watching from. Those are the three things. And I want to be able to make more content related to them as well. And so, yeah, I think those three things are very important.
Okay. What about thumbnails? I believe and as you know that I coach a lot of clients on, doing YouTube stuff as well. And I always tell them thumbnails are really important. Thumbnails are like a banner of your shop.
Right.
If you don't have a thumbnail that clearly articulates what your shop is about, what you're going to sell, what the products are in there, nobody's going to walk into your store. So your videos, I always say the videos that you have out there are like samples. It's like somebody giving a sample to people walking out on the street that, hey, here's a sample of this pastry we have, and if you like it, come to our store.
That's right.
But if they're walking towards your store and they don't know which store is yours, then they'll get lost and they'll just turn around and leave without subscribing. So that's kind of like the analogy I give. So I want to ask you a question, which is, how do you design your thumbnails? Do you use any applications, any software? Would you like to give us some advice on that?
Yeah, actually thumbnails is something I wish that I went back and worked on, because initially I never really paid too much attention on that. I would just, find the best thing that YouTube kind of gives me. I'm like, all right, this picture looks like it resembles what I'm saying, and I just click that. But mostly after Sabby actually helped me out with this, you helped me out and showed me Canva, and after Canva has changed my entire life, has changed my YouTube experience completely. It's you have to make really good content, really good covers, because it's like judging a book by its cover, and that's literally what we do on YouTube, because there's millions and millions of videos, and if you want to watch something cool, it has to catch your attention, right? So thumbnails are something that catches your attention, and so you have to make sure that you're creative, it's standing out, the colors you use, vibrant colors and big writing. People want to see what it is and whatnot, and who's going to be in the video. So now I've completely changed my thumbnails around, and it's been better.
Kiru, what does the future for Kiru as a content creator look like? Where do you want to be in 1 year? What are you doing the most? Give us an insight into what you're planning for.
Yeah, So I think I'm done with rants. I'm not sure if I'm going to be ranting anymore. I might here and there, but I really want to focus more on skits. I want to bring quality TV on my channel, and it does take a lot more time, effort, and whatnot. But I think it's going to be a lot more worth it, and I think that's what I'm seeing from my viewers, and seeing my views and whatnot. My skits get a lot more views than anything else, so I want to be able to focus more on that and give the people what they want. Obviously, it's going to take more time, especially after quarantine's over. Then we can get started on that again because my whole production team, I have to create stuff. But at the moment, I'm just focusing on TikTok. So yeah, follow me on TikTok, guys.
Amazing, amazing. Absolutely all the best with everything that you're doing, Kiru. We wish you luck for
you.
TikTok. Hopefully, you're going to bring a lot of people from TikTok to your other platforms, including YouTube.
I really hope so.
But before we finish the podcast for today, I would like to ask you, where can our fans that are watching, that are listening to this podcast, where can they find you?
So all my social media platforms, I make it very easy. It's all under one name. It's called Kiru's Corner. It's, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, but I don't really use Snapchat too much. I'm more on Instagram, so everything's always Kiru's Corner.
That's impeccable branding. So once again, thank you so much, Kiru, for taking the time to come and talk to us and share your secret sauce to success on how you've been building your influence on YouTube and TikTok. All the best to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Zabby. It was a pleasure.